guys, Bree here. So we are going to take this Snoopy design and we're going to add a little bit of Halloween flair to it. So I've got these colors. Of course, we've got like our candy corn colors, but I also have a little mix of maybe some pink Halloween too, okay? So I actually have two different transfers here. So let's see if we can get two projects done. I have already pre-painted one of our backgrounds. It was actually from another project that we did, but we ended up not even using it. So let's go ahead, let's get started with this. So first I am using the Peanuts Snoopy transfer. That one's a size A. I'm also using from the Peanuts collection is Grow Happiness, all right? And then this one is currently on sale and they brought it back. This one is called Happy Haunting, okay? So I do have, pretty much I have cutouts for all of these over on our cutout site. If you ever need the links for anything, feel free, just comment info and click shop with us. And you can find my chalk site, which is where you'll find all of the designs. And then my cutout site is where you'll find all of the cutouts, okay? So let's see. Let me go ahead and get my live pulled up so I can see your comments for those of you guys who are live. Let's see. Hi, Kimberly. Hi, Angel. Let me send it over to our broadcast channel. Y'all, I sent the past 2 times I went live, I sent it to the wrong channel. I sent it to my cutout channel instead of to my alerts channel, so I do apologize. It is now back on my alerts channel, and I am double checking. Yay, Angel! I'm so excited. It's so exciting to get your orders in, right? All right, so let us see. We're gonna do, okay, we're gonna do the Snoopy with the little hat on him. All right, and I might just completely turn him into a girl and put a pink bow too. Like, I love the shirt. Why not? Could be Snoopy's girlfriend. I don't know. All right, let me go ahead. We're gonna take some wax to this sign here. And I want to do a bow pattern in the background, but I want to do it extremely light color so it doesn't take over too much. Right, I actually considered using Shimmer Shadow because I think that would be cool too. Yeah, I posted it to the right alert channel this time, you guys. Hi, Francis. Hi, Sharon. Carmela, Yvonne, Dawn, Julie, Mary. Hi. Yes, I did. I definitely looked and made sure that I put it to the right channel. Okay, so I want to go in the background, but I do want, like I said, I want it to be like a dark color. So I'm thinking I might actually take one of these pinks and let's see if we can make it a dark pink. I wonder how that will look. Let's get our multi-tool here. I don't really know which one would be better, but we can just start with this one. So this is raspberry sorbet. I know, like a much bigger Snoopy would be super cute to have, right? I cannot wait, you guys. Friday we get to see all of the new stuff. All right, obviously that was a bit too much black to put in there. That just kind of turned it a really, really dark purple. Not what I was going for there. So let's go ahead and let's add some pink back in that, okay? Definitely not what I was going for. And I even tried to not put like a ton of black in it, but I still managed to mess it up. That's fine. All right, so I'm gonna add peony. I'm gonna add peony to this, and let's see if we can lighten it up just a bit. This is almost like a really light purple in the background. It's kind of cool color. It's like a gray purple. Let's just add the rest of that pink. All right, and I think I'm okay with this color. It's not like, it's not super dark and it's not super pink either, but it is a little bit on the gray. It's like, do you guys remember the color Fig? It was a lighter purple we had. It's similar to Berry. Berry's still a little bit brighter. Fig was a little bit more muted. This is similar to it, but a little bit more gray. Just to kind of give you an idea of what color that actually made. So it was raspberry sorbet with a little bit of black, and then added in some peony to lighten it up because, you know, had to do that. I have to wait to see them too. I don't know what they look like. Yeah. Is Belle. Oh, well, there you go. I don't even know. Is this Snoopy? Is this Belle? Now I know. Okay, so I have waxed this background, and we're going to take our fun design that we've been using. This is the club for the month. I have absolutely loved using it so much, you guys, that I am doing my best to use it as often as possible because I want you guys to see all the different things you can make with it, right? All right, here we go. We're just gonna take our paste that we just made. It is a lot like Fig, to be honest with you. It does look a lot like it. Who knew we could make Fig from pink and black, from raspberry sorbet, peony, and black? I think this is the thing I love about mixing colors. You never know what you're gonna get. But we could save as much of this as possible and possibly paint the border, or we can paint the border in like a pink color, but I am gonna put this over here on the side. No, the Snoopy on my shirt is from Walmart. I wish. I bought it because I loved it so much and I was like, this is so darn cute. But I definitely wish we would get one that's this big. Like, could you imagine like a D size transfer or a C size transfer of Snoopy? It'd be so cute. All right, that looks really good. Let me set this over to the side. All right. Almost done with my coffee. I got a really big coffee today. Yes, these are part of my wood blade. So the one that I'm using right now is an 8x10. And then I do have a 10-inch round as well that I'm gonna try and use, but we're gonna test this out first. So check it out. It looks really pretty. It is like a light purple though, okay? I know it might be hard to see, but that's that color. And I got it all over my face. Into rust. Oh, really? I love marmalade. I love it. I think it's my favorite orange. Like, as far as, I love it more than orange peel. But I do love the rust color too. I do love that darker, but I love experimenting. It's so much fun. I I know, I do wish that this size was a transfer, right? Okay, so I'm gonna put that aside for a quick second. We're gonna let that dry because we're actually gonna do quite a bit to it. So I want it to dry. We're gonna put a transfer down. We're gonna do quite a few things to it, but I just need it to dry just a moment. And do we want to do the frame in the background color or in pink? Oh, I can't decide. I'll hold off. All right, next up, I want to do this one on here, but I'm trying to think. Maybe we do like a galaxy type background sky, or I'm trying to think like orange. What color? Maybe no, I think we should go the darker route, right? What do you guys think? A darker sky for like a Halloween? All right, so I'm gonna grab some black here. And I'm gonna add a little bit of water because the black does just, doesn't need a whole lot. So if you add a little bit of water to it, it really helps to thin it out just a bit, makes it easier to paint with. Thank you. Like a pinkish color? Oh, huh. What was I was gonna say something now I forgot. Gosh darn it. Oh. No, I forgot it. I don't know where I was going with that thought. Alright, so we're going to do the background here. Just kind of a darker sky. And then I think we're just going to blend it in with some other colors. But this is just kind of my background color here. Figured it's just easier to paint it all in. That way if we somehow miss a spot or two, at least the whole background's already covered in black, so it's not going to be noticeable. And then I'm going to grab a couple of other colors. I need to grab my farmhouse blue. I already have my white. I need to grab ash and a purple. Maybe, I think Regal would be really good. All right. So how many of you guys are super excited for peanuts on Friday? I did see one transfer, but I posted that photo in the VIP group. I think I also posted it on my stories. So if you didn't catch it, it's in one of those places. So I'm excited to see more. I think there are 8 transfers. I do know that much. I believe. And there's going to be 7 other transfers that are holiday. It's called Holiday Home. So it won't just be peanuts. There will be another small collection. But I'm thinking maybe we should do Plinko. If you order on Friday from my website, I will pull all the orders. And maybe we can play Plinko, huh? I think that sounds like a good idea. It's been a hot minute. All right, do I want to use Cadet? Or that's Rage. All right, Farmhouse Blue blue, regal, ash. I already have the white over here. Alright, so you know what we're going to do? We're going to scoop out some of this. You know what? I think I'm going to use... No, that's way too bright. I'm going to keep with my farmhouse blue. Okay? So let's do... I'm just going to scoop out some onto our plate here. And if you don't have these color trays, they are on sale on my chalk site. Make sure you grab a few cases of them. They're cheaper than going to Dollar Tree. And you can just rinse them, you can wash them. Sometimes I just throw them away. If I end up having too many stacked up at one time, I just toss them. Let's get a little bit of white in here. Had to open up a new jar of white. Oh wait. All right. So now, I think I'm just gonna, where is my little pouncy brush? All right, I'm gonna start with some gray. I don't know what I'm doing, so I'm just kind of dabbing a little bit here and there. Eventually it should form into something, but I just don't know what that something is just yet. White. Get some more. I need to add black back in here actually. Okay. Like I said, I'm just kind of pouncing until I get a mixture of the sky that I have in mind. A little bit like a galaxy dark sky. With that purple, blue, gray, black, and a little bit of white in there. I kind of just pick up a little bit of one color, add a little bit of water to it, mix it in with another color just a little bit. like while I'm trying to switch colors, I just kind of merge two colors together. Oops. Try a little bit too much white there, so let me get a little bit more purple here. Looking a little bit like a moon. So I'm going to do the blue just kind of all in here, and then I'm going to come back on top of it with a little bit more purple now. To help fill in some of those spots. Okay, and then a little bit of white and that ash color. Like I said, you just do it until you feel like it's something that you more or less what you're looking for. Okay, look how cool that looks. Right? If you want more spots of white in it, add some more spots of white. Like, it is up to you. No worries. See you later. Thank you. I love my farmhouse blue. It is Ocean Mist, Cadet, and a little bit of black. Yes. All right, so we are going to let that dry real quick, okay? And we're going to bring this one back out. Let me close these up. I'm not sure if we'll use those colors again, but I'm just going to leave them right there. Okay. Let's bring out the wax. All right, I'm just going to wax over this whole thing. Yeah, I'm just going to wax over this whole thing. I'm going to have to paint in a little bit. I'm not going to do watercolor. I'm actually going to have to paint. So it's okay that I use the wax because the paste will still stick on top of the wax if you're just painting it, right? Not doing watercolor. So let's bring out this one. All right, I might actually have to use ash for our Snoopy here. Let me see, where is my... I'm going to make sure that he's not cut off, right? That's... Let's make sure. Okay. so I'm gonna press that down. I'm actually gonna go ahead and use white because I have to paint him in, and I don't want to mix the colors right now, right? I just put this in white so it's easy to paint in. So I am just going over Snoopy. Okay, I'm not trying to get any other parts, just by himself. Okay. Let's pull that up. So we're gonna paint him in now, okay? So, let's see. Oh, let me clean this transfer over here. Because I do need to clean off our Snoopy. I'm gonna have to use it again, so I do need to clean him off. Let me clean our other one real quick. So I'm just spraying with water and a board eraser. I know you can't see. I'll show you one of them later in case you're new. But I'm just taking water and a board eraser. The board erasers are on my site where you can get the transfers. But what it does is it just removes all of the paste from your transfer. Right? So that way you can reuse these. So let me wash it. Clean it. I clean it front and back. We're gonna have to wash it one more time later after I use it, so I'll show you guys at towards the end on how to clean them. All right, I do wipe off some of this like yucky water off of the back of it. Then we'll put these back on. Okay. Wipe it down, and it's ready to be stored, and you can use it again whenever you're ready. Okay? You don't have to put them back on there if you're going to use it right away. But they do get real sticky after you wash them, so don't leave a paper towel on it because it will stick and dry. Okay, so I'm going to put this back on here for now. We'll come back and do it again, take it back out and use it again in a little bit. But at least it is clean and ready to be used again. Okay? All right. So let's bring out our Snoopy here. We're going to go with a paintbrush. Let's see. I think it's okay. All right, I'm going to take some white here. Let's just take a color tray. See, I did have some black still in it. I knew it. That's because my water's dirty over here. Let me just get another brush. Okay, so we're going to go in here and we're just going to paint Snoopy. This is what makes it easy whenever you're painting it with one color, or like with the same color that you did the outline with. we're just painting them in. You don't want too much water because we did wax. We applied wax in here. So the wax is gonna make it not stick. It's kind of like, you know, water resistant. So we don't want too much water in our paint. So we're just going to keep painting him real quick. Could have probably painted his collar there a different color, like underneath it, but that's fine. Okay, I'm going to dry this and I'm going to do one more coat of white because I don't want any of that background coming through. Okay, so I'm just going to grab my quick dry tool here. Hi Debbie, hi Marisol. All right, and we're going to paint it one more time. Grab a little bit more paste here. Again, we just want it all covered. We're going to go back over the top with black later. I know it's on a black background, but I still think it's going to show just fine. It just really defines, you know, Snoopy. So I think that'll be fine. But if you wanted to paint the background a different color, maybe do it in ash. If you still want it to be a darker color. I think that would be cute too. Okay. So I think this looks good as far as being painted in. Okay, so now Snoopy is all painted in. We are going to let it dry. Oh yeah. I'm hoping that Chalk has a big Snoopy. That would be great. I don't know if they do, but it would be really cool. If not now, maybe for like December or next year or something. All right, so we are going to dry this. I'm gonna let it sit for a little bit and dry a little bit more just because we painted it with 2 layers. I'm gonna bring this one back in. Okay, we're going to wax this one real quick. Let me make sure. I think I'm going to do it right here. I was trying to see which side I wanted to do this on, but I think I'm going to do it right here. So I'm going to add some wax, kind of in a triangle at the moment. Okay. And we're going to take this Snoopy, we're going to put them right in the middle here. I want to be sure that this covers the bottom just fine. Okay, that looks good. All right, let's also do this in white. Because we're going to paint it in as well. But we're going to paint it in a little differently. Okay, let's wash that because we're going to have to use it again. Let's put the little sheet back on. It really does not take long to clean. Oops. Sticking to my table. All right, we're going to set that aside. And let's bring this one back out. Let's go ahead and paint in our Snoopy here. All right, should we make his house just orange like a pumpkin, or should we do it in a candy corn colored? I saw somebody do candy corn. I thought that was the cutest thing. But we could just do orange, right? We could even do purple and make it more of like a witch. We could maybe add a spider or something on it. Oh, I think purple would be really cute now. All right, orange or purple? We're not moving right now. We're prepping the land and things like that. We do plan to move sometime. We just gotta get all the ducks in a row. Okay, let's see. Definitely candy corn. All of you guys are saying candy corn. Okay. I thought I'll order that transfer. I was looking for it. Oh my goodness, but it'll be in Friday's order. Okay, good. I think this one is just so cute. So, okay, if it's going to be candy corn, what yellow, white, orange. Y'all, my candy corn ribbon has all of them. Ugh. So I made this on a video the other day. My candy corn, yo, it changes. The yellow, all of them change. Some have it on the bottom, some have it on the top. Is white on the very bottom? I don't know. I ended up putting white on the very bottom because that was the first candy corn I saw. And then as I was doing it, I was like, oh my goodness, all of these candy corn are like different. So I'm like, where's the white? Is the white on the bottom? Maybe we'll just put white in the middle so that it'll be orange, white, yellow. White, orange, yellow. Okay, I'm just going to do this one in white. And I'm going to do orange and yellow up there so I can separate the white from Snoopy. I mean, does it really matter? I don't know. I'm not a candy corn fan, so I don't know. I'm not a huge candy corn fan. But I think they're cute for decoration. I feel like we've talked about this too before. Brown. Where did brown come from? Brown. Brown what? Purple? I was thinking purple too, like to make it a little bit more on the witchy side. I think that would have been super cute too. I do think so. You don't like them either. Barbara, thank you so much for sprinkling. Brown for chocolate. Charlotte, are we talking about candy corn? Okay, I got these little brushes from Dollar Tree. I don't even know when, but they look like decent brushes. So let's try it. I don't know what this is supposed to be. It's kind of weird. But that one was small, and then this one is really why I got it, because it looked like it was going to be a little more precise. But I really need to get a new yellow. Goodness, I forgot about that. Fall candy corn. Oh, the kind you buy. Gotcha. I did see they have like candy apple. So maybe I might try those. All right, I'm gonna have to water this yellow down just a little bit unless I use a different yellow. But let me just try to see if I can add just enough water where I can still paint with it. If not, I think I might have to swap over to a different yellow. I don't know what yellow, but we'll see. We'll see if this works. might be a little bit runny, but I'm gonna try to maybe just do 2 coats of it and hope that works. Okay. Maybe that looks good. Let's get the other side of it. And then I will dry it with the dryer. And then I think it just helps whenever it's a really dry coat to go another coat on top of it. It just paints a lot better. Okay. There we go. Let's try it. In any flavor, depending on the ones they have. Gotcha. I know it's just super cute, but I just I don't really care for the flavor of the candy corn. I think it's just the texture, like the way it like. I don't know. What are you guys up to today? What are you doing right now? Are you washing dishes? Making lunch? Sitting on the couch? Relaxing, taking the day off? Are you at work? Alright, and let's get this part here too. Staying inside in Vegas is gonna be 110. Holy moly. Just watching me. Cute decorations, not to eat, I know, right? Oh, that's fun, Charlotta. Let's see, cooking breakfast. Watching, I'm retired. Oh, good. 112 in Phoenix. Yikes. I felt like it was nice enough this morning to take a walk, so that was nice. So I can't imagine what the temperature will actually get to like after lunch, but it felt nice outside. We did have rain come through yesterday and the day before, I think. Yeah. Alright. Yellow is done. Yellow was a little more difficult just because of where my paste was at, like the texture of it. Anybody else in the hundreds? I feel like I'm gonna cut some of these brushes, or maybe I can train them to go straight again. Some of them are like going off to the side. Alright, see, this is much easier to paint with. It's just a smooth, creamy texture. Let's not get his ear. Funny story, we dropped Riley off for school this morning, but of course before she goes to school we get her first day photos at the front door. She looks so cute. I posted the picture. Tell me why I didn't even notice, because she didn't know. I didn't even notice. I didn't even notice. She was holding her sign backwards, so it said last day of kindergarten. We didn't even get a picture of the front. I did get one with her holding it with Grace, and I even told her, hey, flip the sign around so I can see the right side. But I noticed it when she was standing with Grayson, but I did not notice it when she was standing at the door. I cannot believe I did that. So now I'm like, hopefully when she comes home, she doesn't just crash out in the car. She probably will. Normally when we pick her up from school, she'll fall asleep on the ride home. That way I can get a picture of her with the correct sign. I still can't believe I did that though. Alright, let's see. I think that looks good. Now I'm just going to paint in the bottom part down here as well. Ooh, spilled that. We won't really see too much of it, but you'll see just enough of it to see the orange part right here. dry that. Sorry, I'm late. Ooh, massage. I need one of those. 90s or 100 mark. Oh, in California. 93. That'll be good. I think Grayson's asleep right now. I think Robert has him there in the playpen. They were watching a movie or something, so I could go live. We went on our walk and he started falling asleep, but of course as soon as we laid him down, he popped right back up, started playing. So I think he took him in there to go watch a movie or something, so I could come do my live. Alright, I do want to I should have thought about that a little bit more. Maybe I just do orange right in there, huh? Let's try that. Ah. Both of these projects are going to be so cute, you guys. Now it's like, what color are we going to do the frame? Maybe an orange? Okay. There we go. That is done. We're going to let that dry. Okay, we're swapping that out, bringing this one back out. So now that this is dry, we're going to go ahead and wax this one again. And where is he? He's over here. Let me just fuzz it a couple of times. Oh, there's my fuzz. Some of your old lives last night to see him. Oh, at the yes. My lives from back then are very different from now. It's like so much change, like growth, I should say. Not really just change, but just growth. Okay. So I am considering, should we do this in ash? Or should I just add a little shimmer to our black? So I think I'm going to add a little shimmer to our black. I think I'm actually going to add, let me see what shimmer I have right here. Oh, I have Disco. I think my Shimmer Shadow and my Shimmer Frost are both like, I need to get more of it. Maybe I can try to add Bubbly. Do you guys remember Bubbly? I think Bubbly is a little bit more metallic anyway. So maybe we will go with Disco. Maybe. I don't know if this looks very good. Until I never used Disco. it might have been right around the time I had Grayson though. Where, oh where is another little tool? That's clean. Oh, it'll still work. This could work. Let me add a little bit of this disco to our black to see if I could just add a little bit of sparkle, but also lighten it up just a little bit, right? All right, let's try it. I'm just going to set it right here in the center. Oops. Some of that is just disco, and I want it to be the mixed part. Looks good. Okay. Looks good. He is outlined, right? So now you can just see that it is in fact Snoopy. Okay. Let me see. I think I want to cover in a couple of spots. With that black that we just made. Just because I just went over just a little bit when painting. So I'm just going to take this black and I'm just going to go kind of around the outline here and add a little bit. Just so it's not super noticeable. Again, I'm just brushing right around the outside. Because my background is already dark, you could see some of the spots where I painted over or outside the line. So I'm just fixing those spots. Okay, so I fixed his spots, right? All right, let me spray this. Thank you. Oh, the tote bag. Thank you. I do think it turned out super cute from yesterday. With us moving, I'm so far behind on all my crafts. I need some chalk therapy. I hear you. And if you are new here, welcome. So glad that you're here. These stencils are actually reusable. We call them transfers. You can call them stencils, whichever. Transfer stencils. But we have hundreds of designs, and it just makes things a lot easier when you're crafting. Like adding patterns to everything is really fun. And or if you're not like super crafty like me, or you can't paint or you can't draw, things like that, this makes you feel like you can do it all. Okay, this makes me look like I can do it all, I should say. All right, so let's bring this one back over while this one is drying. I'm gonna go ahead and use that same mixture we just did, because I have some left in there. It is black. Oops, let's wax this first before I accidentally pull the paint off. Okay, so we wax over each layer. This helps to prevent your layer of paste from coming up with that transfer, right? Once you lay it down, that adhesive part of it, you don't want to pull all of this up. So we apply that paste, and that just helps. Okay. All right. Okay, we'll set that down. Let's grab our paste again. And use up all of this. Going to pull across. It presses down. They are silk screen, so just the perfect amount of the paste goes through the design, not making it like clunky or it's not too thick or anything like that. All right, so check it out. Look how adorable. Do you see the white lines just right around? Like I didn't line it up perfectly. We can go back in and cover those up again. Pretty easy. If you want them covered up. Just grab you a thin paintbrush. And since the background is already dark, it's not very noticeable. But if your background's going to be a little bit dark, like lighter, you probably can notice you trying to go in and paint it. So it may be best just to leave it at that point. But up to you. So again, I'm just going to go in right around all of these. And just touch up the outsides of it. Okay. I think that looks good. Look how cute. just let them dry. Swap them out. All right, we're gonna bring this back in. We're gonna do 2 more things to this real quick. These should be a little bit faster. So one, I'm going to wax right around his head and above because we're gonna add a little hat. We're gonna add a pumpkin over here near his feet. And then I want to add the words either Happy Haunting or Happy Halloween up here as well. So I'm just gonna wax right around there. I don't really know which area it's gonna go in just yet, but we're gonna test out a couple of things. All right, just rub all of that in. All right, let's go with our hat first. I think that looks good, and I actually think we're gonna do this darker pink. Okay. This is raspberry sorbet. And I may have to do it twice. Okay, we're gonna see what it looks like the first time. I may have to go back over it again in a second once it dries. But we do have to remove it in between layers, okay? So we're gonna take it up. For sure, I need to paint it in. So we're gonna let it dry, we're gonna paint it in. And you know what we could do? We could paint it in all the way and then actually go on top of it with that peony if we wanted it to have like 2 different colors to it. I think that would be cute too. We might do that. All right, let's paint it in. So we're gonna go we're just gonna fill in all the holes in here. We're gonna dry it, paint it one more time. Because again, we want to be sure that everything gets filled in, so that way you don't see, whoops. All right, I'm gonna have to swap brushes again. Because that little wild hair was not helping me. Let's try it and see if we can get one more good coat there. I'm thinking we should do the pumpkin and pink too. It's my chalk box. I think I have a chalk box coming today too. it'll get there soon enough though, Terry. Alright, so we're just painting this in again with a second little coat here. And if you guys decide to do this project, let's say like, you know, a month from now or into September, sometime later in September, and you cannot find this video here on Facebook, just be sure to go and check YouTube because it will be saved and sent over to YouTube a little bit later today. So every day once my lives are done, they're automatically sent over to YouTube because Facebook deletes them after 30 days. So if you ever are looking for anything, just feel free to check out my YouTube. All right, let's try that. Okay, while that one is drying, let's do the pumpkin down here. And I think let's do the pumpkin in peony. Let's try the other pink and see what that looks like. I have to make sure. It's not covered up, okay? On Friday, oh man. Okay. Let me add, oh, I think I already put wax there. Just a little bit on its foot. Okay. Alright, let's try the peony and see if this one has better coverage on the darker surface. That way we've gone both ways, and then we can always just paint it over with the other one. So like this is the base color for the pumpkin. The main color will actually be that bright pink again. I do think that this color has a better coverage though. The peony. Something about the raspberry sorbet is just a little bit thin. I think it's just the neon. Almost like a neon, a little bit, like a neon color. Maybe pigment is what I'm looking for. Alright. So let's clean this one. Clean that off. I'm going to let that sit here because we're going to need to use that one again. But I do need to clean off this other one. also feel free, if you want to go and look through all of the other designs, feel free to comment info down below, info, and you could go to shop with me, and you could go to the chalk site. All right, the chalk site has all of the designs and then all of the piece colors and everything as well. All right, here we go. Let's paint and see. I feel like you almost don't even need to paint this one in, but let's do it. We're gonna paint this one in. And then we're gonna do the other pink on top of it, okay? Oh, yay, Mary! You got your box history. Woohoo! How exciting! All right, I am looking at filling in all of these holes. Where the nose and the mouth is at, I am looking at filling in all of that so that way it is pink. And then when we do the second coat, or the other pink on top, right, the light pink will be under, the darker pink will be on top. That is the plan. We have been busy today, haven't we? Hit that heart button if you've been hanging out and you've enjoyed this. I sure do appreciate it. Right. Okay. Let's make sure this one, because this one's not dry yet. I think it'll be good though with the other pink on top of it. I think we'll be fine. I just want to paint over the mouth and the eyes real quick one more time on this one. We'll set this aside, finish up the other one, and then we should be done here pretty soon. Okay, so there it is so far, you guys. We're gonna set this aside. We're gonna bring this one back out. And let me cover up my pinks real quick. We are going to bring out a little moon here. And I considered putting this saying up. I'm still not 100% sure if I want to do that or not. But as of right now, I was just going to put the moon up here. I don't know that I waxed the top up here yet. And then we'll add some of those extra stars around too. But I don't know, do I want to do this in Bumblebee? I kind of want to do it in a little bit more like, maybe saffron mixed with pucker. What do you guys think? Maybe disco. What about disco mixed with pucker? What do you guys think about that? We'll just take the Bumblebee. Maybe we'll add some disco to Bumblebee. And let's see if we get an idea for what we might be looking at. This just might be it. This is actually just Bumblebee and disco. Could probably use some pucker. If we wanted to go a little bit more yellow or a little bit more shimmer, because it's looking a little green actually. Let's add some more. Let's add pucker. All right, so I just added a little bit of pucker. See if we can lighten it up just a bit. I think it's still a little bit on the green side, so maybe I just have to add a little bit more Bumblebee. Got that all over my Snoopy shirt. I don't know how I feel yet. What do you guys think? Maybe I can add a little bit of saffron. I don't know. I mean, it might actually be good for a moon. What do you guys think? Should we do that or should we just do Bumblebee? I've got to plug in this little thing. thoughts. Should we do our little mix that we just did? Or should we just do Bumblebee? We could try it with a star. Okay, that actually looks really good. Just kidding. It's fine. I probably could have done the moon with like a little bit of a variety, like a ombre. But the moon it's cute. How cute. Okay, guys. I think that turned out really good. Let me put the lid back on this. Organization boxes. Yes, I haven't got to put it all together just yet, but still working on it. Check it out. Isn't it cute? Okay, so now the question is, I really didn't pay attention to the moon. Like, I see it now. I probably should have positioned it where the moon was a little bit better positioned, but I didn't. So I'm wondering, do we want to put in words, like in white letters, something up there, or do we leave it like that? Okay, we still have to put the frame on it. So now, what color do we do the frame? Okay, so think about that. What color do we do the frame, and do we put the words on there? All right, let's bring this back. Hi, Catherine. Let's bring this back out. I'm going to wax both of these. I do think this probably should be dried a little bit more. Take some wax. We're going to put it on our pumpkin. We're going to put it on our hat here. We're going to rub that in. Make sure it covers the whole design so that way our transfers don't pull it up, okay? All right, so let's go with the hat first. Let's set this back down. Thank you. Okay, here we go. All right, are we excited to see what he looks like? Looks good. Okay. Now let's do the pumpkin. Okay, we're going to do the pumpkin in a raspberry sorbet here. Okay. Yes. All right, spraying that stuff again so it doesn't dry inside of the silk screen there. Okay, check it out. So darn cute. And now, what color do we do the frame? I'm kind of thinking we just paint it in that color, the background color that we did. I saved it specifically in case we needed to use it to paint with, right? That's if it didn't dry up on us. Okay, so this color that we did the background in, you guys, was raspberry sorbet, peony, and then a little bit of black velvet. So it was those two pink colors that we mixed together, or that we used, and then a little bit of black velvet. And it created almost like a fig color paste, which we used to have fig a long time ago. Okay, so we're just going to paint the frame real quick, and we can glue this together and see what the whole thing looks like. And then we still need to decide, do we put the saying on it or not? Thank you. always forget to paint the inside of the frame. The outside of the frame is easy to paint afterward, especially if you have two layers that you're trying to paint. The inside of the frame, not so easy. So make sure you paint that before you glue them together. So that way it looks nice and neat. Painted. All right, that color is done. I'm just gonna throw it away. That one is done. I don't think we need that one anymore. I need a place to put this. So let's put it. That's not gonna work. Okay, let's see. We're gonna put the frame on this other one real quick. Oh, what color am I gonna paint? Should we do it the same? Should we just do it in black? Black, purple, orange, yellow. Trying to think. I feel like black is just a little bit dark, but it could work. I think the orange might be a bit bright. I don't know that that yellow would really paint well, but we could try it. Paint's okay. All right, we'll do it in that. So we're just going to use the leftover paste that we created for the moon and the stars. If we use up the majority of it, I don't have to like save it, or I don't have to worry about throwing away too much paste. So I might as well just use it. And it's painting pretty well, like the coverage is good for a shimmery piece. Get this side, the outside, or the inside I should say. We can paint the outside after both are glued together. Do you guys want to leave it as is, or do you think we should put the words on it? Nobody said anything. I think it'll be cute to do this for fall too. All right. Words. Okay. I think if we do them in white, it would look good. Let's see. Should we do this one where it says, when witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whispers 'tis near Halloween. Right, so we could put them just straight across like that. Or I could do it where I just want to make sure that covers it. All right. Words it is. I forgot to wax it. Let's do that. I don't want to get through all of this work and then accidentally forget to wax that and then mess it all up. Oh, could you imagine? I can, because I've done that before. Look straight. Okay. That looks pretty straight, right? I think so. I hope so. Yes, that's where I got my shirt from. Walmart. All right, let's do this. It did play just a little bit on the word whispers, but I think it's because where my surface I painted, remember how I kind of like did it a little blotchy? It wasn't super smooth. So wherever you're going to put your words, I would recommend just kind of sand it down just a little bit. Just enough for it to be flat surface for you to do that on. Okay? But it is still super cute. Alright. So on this one, we're gonna gonna glue around. Okay. I'm just gonna take my glue and go all the way around. I'm not even going to bother with brushing it. Press that down. Yo, it's so cute. I love it. So cute. Look at that. Adorable. Okay, that's one. Let's finish this one and glue our border on as well. Okay. Now on this one we need to put, should we do Happy Halloween or Happy Hunting? Maybe Happy Halloween. But I kind of have to do this one in two sections. I would have to do Halloween and then Happy on top. Okay. I think that looks straight. I feel like I don't know if my eyes are playing a trick on me or not though. I think it's fine. Alright. Here we go. Part 1. Halloween. But we could have stacked pumpkins. I mean, I'm thinking about it right now. It's not too late. What about the pumpkin from Boo? From Boo Basics? Where is that transfer? Am I even heating anything? Where's Boo Basics? Oh, this one's much bigger. Just kidding. This one's like ginormous. Oh, look. Sorry, somebody was calling me. Hopefully it's back. Okay. I'll put a little bit of wax on Halloween just so it doesn't mess up. I don't know what's coming out. No. I just know there are 8. There are 8 designs, Peanuts designs, but then there are 7 other holiday home designs too. So it's not just Peanuts. Okay, guys, how adorable is that? So cute. Okay, let's add our glue. I think we'll just leave it. Oh, you know what? I didn't even think about. How do you think we could put? Do you think we should put Woodstock on top? Let me glue this because I've already got glue, so it's not like I can just stop and add. But should we put Woodstock on top of the pumpkin, or will that throw it all off with having that yellow in there? I feel like I need to do a whole other one just to add Woodstock and not like ruin this one because I think it's cute just like this. Let's just pull it down and press. So darn cute. I know, right? Like, I can't get over how cute these projects came out, you guys. Like, they came out really cute. So thanks for hanging out. This was a little bit longer live. But I got 2 projects done. So here is our... This is just a, this is actually a dish drying mat. There you go. You can use a bath mat that has the foam underneath. You just want to make sure it doesn't let the water seep into the table, right? Or whatever you're using. So I don't really recommend just regular towels. Although you can use it and just swap it out as you need to. But I would have a designated something to clean your transfers with because it is going to stain. You can see my mat here. I haven't washed it. I don't ever really wash it, to be honest with you, because it's still going to stain. I typically just buy it for like when they're on sale, like $3, $4. I'll use it for like a long time. And then I'll throw it away and just get a new one. So I just wash both sides with the board eraser that you saw, and then just come back, dry them off with a little paper towel. Don't let the paper towel sit on there because they become sticky almost immediately. Okay, oh, not yet, because there's still water on it. Hold on. This one, I still see some paste inside of it. So I'm actually going to spray that, and I'm going to make sure I get that piece out. So I probably have to rub a little bit harder to make sure I get that out. Much better. All right. Let's put them back on here, and then we can check out how both of them came out. Down. So we used 3 transfers today. This one again is called Happy Haunting. This is one from last year that came back. So if you don't have it, make sure you grab it. It's in the sell items on my chalk site. We used the Grow Happiness. This is where we did got Snoopy from, and then we used the Peanuts Snoopy smaller one with his house. You could definitely do a snow in the dark. What am I saying? Glow in the dark. You could definitely do glow in the dark. Let me look and see how this would look. Okay, it might work. It might work. The only thing that I have an issue with is I can't really tell where his feet are at. I can't tell where his feet are at. It's like I will have to use some placement tape or something, because I don't want to accidentally get all of this at the bottom, right? Okay, friends, I really hope I don't screw this up. What do you guys think? I'm having second thoughts. Somebody talk me out of it. Oh my gosh. Y'all, this is the 10-inch round, and this is the 8 by 10-inch round. In case you need those. I don't know what I did with the purple. Did I already throw the purple away? I lied. No. I don't remember what I did with the purple. It doesn't look like I threw it away, but maybe I did. If I could see it, I would help you. See? I of hard to see. You see how close he would be to Snoopy's face? Right? So yes or no to Woodstock. Let me add our cable on the back, our cable tie thing. Okay, I'm not going to do it. I don't feel confident enough to do it, to be honest with you. I feel like I would mess it all up just because my bumblebee is not the greatest. And I really like it just without the yellow in it. So, I think I'm just going to leave it like that. I was like, plus, I don't even know how long we've been on here. So, I'll just call it good. Let's add our ties in the back. Okay. I was going to paint the outsides, but I cannot find my purple one. Maybe I did throw it away and I have no idea. And I just missed it somehow. So I used the Aleene's glue to glue these outsides on. Now, if you're planning on putting these, you know, outside the house, or maybe you're planning on gifting these, feel free to use some super glue if you prefer, right? Like I said, this is the 10-inch round with the border, and then the other one is the 8 by 10 with rectangle with the border. You can find these blank frames over on my cutout site. Again, you can just comment info. I will send you the links to your messenger. Or you can go to spoiledbybrie.com and you can find all the things there as well. Okay. Alright, which one is your favorite, you guys? Are you liking the round? Are you liking the rectangle? Which ones? Which one? Snoopy on the house? Snoopy with the pumpkin? They're both so different, but so cute. And it was kind of nice to be able to do both because one had to dry for a little bit, so it did work out pretty well. But I definitely should find my other piece, or I'm just going to have to paint the outside maybe black or something. Okay. Ta-da! This color ended up being like perfect, you guys. I love it. Love it! Look how cute! Yeah. I felt like I wasn't convinced. I wasn't convinced you guys wanted to add Woodstock, so I didn't do it. I think only a couple people answered. But I also wasn't like, let's add Woodstock. Like, yes, let's do it. Like, I don't know. Like, maybe it was the adding the yellow that I just didn't want to mess it up because I really liked it. Now I'm like, do we add it or do we not? I mean, I think Woodstock would be super cute in this too. But if I did add it, I think what I would change, I would probably scoot Snoopy over to the right just a little bit. Leave the pumpkin there. But that way Snoopy and Woodstock, like their noses wouldn't be touching because they were really close. That, or maybe get a size bigger and turn it this way maybe. Right, because I don't know that Snoopy with the hat will fit on this side, but just with Woodstock here, I don't know. I might just have to shift it over just a little bit, like knowing that it would be okay. I mean, yeah. I think it would be cute both ways for sure, but I think I just loved the pink so much. On the round, I believe it says, when witches go riding, black cats are seen. The moon laughs and whispers, 'tis near Halloween. Yay! I'm glad you love this one. I do think it is super adorable. I think this would be even cute with, if you wanted to go like the witch route, and do like a purple house with a purple frame, right? And I think that would be really cute too, because I absolutely love the background that we did on this one. Yeah, definitely. You could leave off the pumpkin stem and put Woodstock, but you would have to separate it a little bit, because if I put Woodstock on where the pumpkin stem is at, Woodstock's face would be like on top of, I would have to put it on top of Snoopy's face. So like I said, I would have to shift it over just a little bit, knowing that that's what I was going to do, and just space it out a little bit better. Yeah. Thank you. I'm so glad. Yay! Okay, well, you guys, comment info or shop, and I will send you the link. All of the transfers, like I said, you can go and grab them on my chalk site. The frames, you can grab them on my cutout site. All of the paste as well. All of these pastes are on my chalk site too, okay? Feel free, when you're on my cutout site, go look around. You might find something else that you like, if you like the candy corn stuff. And you can get it in like a ginormous, like 16-inch round. So I think that would be cute too. I call her my witch. That's cute. All right, guys. Well, thanks so much for hanging out. I will see you guys tomorrow. Okay? Bye, y'all.